2 months after the breakup, Sarah discovered something in her old messages. Something that completely changed the way she viewed her relationship. As she reread the texts, the pieces began to fall into place, and she finally understood why he left the way he did. It was one of those moments where everything she thought she knew about love and trust was flipped upside down. The man who once seemed perfect, attentive, affectionate, was suddenly something else. At first, it seemed perfect. He was everything Sarah had ever wanted in a partner. Attentive, loving, thoughtful. He would surprise her with thoughtful messages, make future plans, even talk about things like marriage, a house together, kids. Everything seemed so real. He told her they would have everything, that he couldn't wait for the future. It all sounded so genuine, didn't it? But as Sarah soon realized, the truth wasn't as it seemed. But 2 months after the breakup, Sarah began to reread those same messages, the ones that once made her heart race. And this time, with a little more distance, something was different. There was a new understanding. Promises of a future, a life together, the things she wanted to hear. But as she looked closer, she noticed something. The promises he made weren't just sweet words, they were empty words. He had been telling her exactly what she wanted to hear. He mirrored her desires, giving her the illusion of a future they'd build together. But the truth? That future was never his to give. In fact, he probably never intended to give it at all. You've heard of love bombing, where someone showers you with affection and attention to gain your trust. But there's another manipulation tactic, much more subtle and much more dangerous: future faking. Future faking is when someone promises a future together, dreams, plans, goals, all designed to keep you emotionally hooked. They don't actually intend to follow through with any of it, but they know that the promise of a future together keeps you attached, it keeps you wanting more, and it makes you believe in something that never truly existed. The truth Sarah now faced was sobering. He had used these promises to gain control over her. He wasn't in love with her, he was using her, her hopes, her dreams, and her emotions to keep her tied to him. He kept her attached by constantly hinting at a future they would never have. Manipulators don't break your heart. They break your sense of reality. They make you question what's real and what's a lie. In the end, it's not the loss of love that hurts the most. It's the loss of trust in your own understanding of what you thought was real. When Sarah reread those messages, she saw it all. The pattern of manipulation, the constant promises, the control. It wasn't love, it was a carefully constructed illusion designed to keep her hooked. And now, 2 months later, the truth was clear. It wasn't easy for Sarah to come to terms with this. No one wants to believe that they were manipulated. It's hard to accept that someone they loved wasn't really loving them back. But here's the truth. It's not your fault. Sarah's journey wasn't easy, but like many of us, she learned a powerful lesson. Love isn't about promises, it's about trust, honesty, and consistency. When someone's words don't match their actions, it's time to let go. Because manipulative people aren't interested in your happiness, they're only interested in controlling you. Manipulators don't break your heart, they break your sense of reality. But when you start seeing things for what they truly are, that's when you take back control of your life. Remember, love is not about control, it's about mutual respect and understanding. If you've ever felt like you were in a relationship where your reality was being warped, know that you're not alone. Take your time, heal, and when you're ready, you'll recognize true love when it comes. Not because of promises of a perfect future, but because of the trust and respect that's built in the present. If you found this video insightful, Make sure to subscribe to Mind Clues for more deep dives into dark psychology, manipulation tactics, and how to protect yourself from emotional abuse. Share this video with someone who might need to hear this message. And remember, you deserve the truth. You deserve real love.